Season 1 finale. Big Magic, the creative process, Charles Bukowski, and new stuff on the horizon. Hello, I'm Danny Kavadlo, and you're watching RANTS! I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank you for commenting. I want to thank you for feedback, both positive, and I want to thank you for feedback negative. I want to hear from you. Now lately, a lot of you have been writing me. They say, Danny, I want to hear more rants. You have been so quiet lately. And to them I say, you are correct. I have not been ranting as frequently as I had been ranting before. Why? Well, a couple reasons. Number one, I've been working hard. You know, I make a living as a personal trainer. I love doing rants. I love putting shit out there. I love saying how I feel, and if that resonates with anybody, then that's fucking fantastic. If that doesn't resonate with anybody, well, guess what? It's fucking fantastic too. But at the end of the day, I gotta feed my kid. I gotta pay my bills. So I've been a little bit busy with my regular work self. Taught a couple workshops, went out to London, Commando Temple, taught a progressive calisthenics certification, been doing the personal training. Next few months, I'm going out to Michigan, teaching a workshop out there, Seoul, Korea, Beijing, New York City, of course, Austin, Texas. So we're staying busy. So I've been ranting a little bit less. But even more than that, the reason I haven't ranted in a little bit while is I guess old Dan is pretty happy and I haven't been very angry and I haven't been flipping the fuck out lately about shit that drives me crazy. So I was thinking about how I could do another rant. And, you know, I actually had this idea about doing a Dan's Rant book review because I hadn't been feeling very creative. You got to remember, I wrote 5 books in 5 years. And over that time, I taught in 5 continents. So I've been pretty bit busy, all right? 4 continents. My mistake. And I don't do edits. And I was really moved by this book I read recently. And I wanted to do a Dan's Rants book review of this book right here called Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert. I know what you're thinking. Elizabeth Gilbert, Eat, Pray, Love, blah, blah, blah. Well, I'll tell you something about Elizabeth Gilbert. I used to train this lady. She could do chin-ups. She could do pull-ups. She works harder than just about anybody, and her spirit is pure. But this book, Big Magic, man, it's the best thing I've ever read about the creative process. Ever. Whether Ms. Gilbert believes it or not, the analogy she uses to describe the creative process in this book talks about a visit from somebody. Your idea comes to visit you at night and it makes a deal with you. It says, I have this idea to record rants. And do you want to record rants with me, says the idea? And you say, yeah, I'll do a rant, or I don't do a rant. And that idea might wait around, or that idea might not wait around. That idea might just go. And that's the way the creative process works. That's why if I have an inspiration to do something, I have to put in the work and I have to respect the contract with that idea. Because if I don't work on that idea will go to somebody else. And it's that idea's right to do it. Which is why no one ever stole anything from anybody conceptually. All these ideas are out there. If I write a book that you think you should have written first, well, next book you write it first, okay? I've had many times where I've seen somebody do something, and like the dick I am, I say, oh, I thought of that first. Well, you know what? I should have moved on it, because these ideas are living, organic, beautiful things. It's like a lover. This lover comes to you in the night, and you could get her to stay, or maybe you don't want her to stay, or maybe you're not ready to do the work to get her to stay. Or maybe this thing only lasts one night. I don't know. But this way of thinking of ideas as living, organic entities that you build a relationship upon is one of the ideas in this book, Big Magic. And it's the best book on the creative process I've ever read. So here I am talking about how I am not ranting as much and then I get inspired by a book about inspiration. And that's really what it's all about over here, man. It's about inspiration, because I'm not going to fucking fake the funk. If I'm not moved to rant, then I do not rant. But now I am moved. Because the spirit of imagination and creativity paid one more visit to old Dan lately. And there's a new project me and my brother Al Kavadlo are working on. A collaboration unlike anything we've ever done before. Shh. That's all I'm going to say about that for right now. But I'm also inspired to do these rants, because now they're bursting out of me again. You know, my favorite poet, Charles Bukowski, he has this really, really famous poem called You Want to Be a Writer. And I'm going to get it wrong, so nobody say, hey, Danny, you fucked it up, because this is off the top of my head. But it's something like, he's like, unless it's bursting out of you, don't try. Unless it's coming out of you and driving you mad, don't do it. And you know, I'm doing my Buke impression over here. But the point is, I can't fucking fake the funk. When I rant, I rant. When I can't, I can't. And such is life. But I am motivated. So look for that new project. Think about being creative. Think about any creativity that's ever visited you in your life. You have to accept the contract. Think about anything you ever believed in, whether it's to be a writer, a fitness professional, an artist. If it's not pouring out of you, then don't do it. But I'm going to tell you right now, one thing for sure, two things for certain. I got the mojo back, and it's fucking pouring out of me. So this is going to be my Dan's Rants, episode 20, season 1 finale. But as I like to say, oftentimes the end is the beginning. So you guys look forward to Dan's Rants, season 2 coming. And you let me know what you want me to rant about. I want to know. Because I don't censor myself, I don't edit myself, I say what the fuck, for better or for worse. Keep watching, keep subscribing. Look forward to season 2, because we're going to do a couple things different next time. Let me know what you like, let me know what you don't like. And one more thing, keep that motherfucking dream alive. Stop! Scratch!